with us, what's the inspiration behind this work?
Well, generally speaking, we're having a chat with my boss, the president, and he said that he was asking me that am I aware that in certain countries like Taiwan, a few years back, it was mandatory that every morning everybody needs to exercise. And as a result of they doing that, they realized that they saved a lot of money. It's a preventive style of health keeping instead of waiting till you get sick before you do chemotherapy. And so I spoke to my friends, look, how about we trying to do this to draw attention? I mean, we know it's happening already. There are various keep fit clubs all over. Weekends when you walk up the Green Mountain, you see a lot of people exercising. But I think what we're trying to achieve is to create a national awareness that everybody must make it a point to exercise their body so that we prevent getting ill.
Okay. And what would be your word to the people out there, appointees, religious organizations, individuals, with regards to taking a cue from what you have started and engaging in regular exercises?
It goes without saying that most of them, as you might be aware, are already doing some of these things. And so I'm just encouraging them. In fact, elsewhere, in Malaysia and other places, they have exercise rooms within the entities. And so you have prayer room and exercise room. So people go to work in the morning. Some exercise before they freshen up to go to their desk. Others to do that just after work. And so I think that all corporate organizations, both private and public, must find a way either to have their own keep fit club or social club among the workers. It's not mandatory though, but I believe if the CEO invites all the workers and say, look guys, this Saturday I want us to take a walk, naturally people will love to. You know, and there are a lot of people that are walking around with a lot of troubled bodies. And if you don't speak to people, you don't even get to know that they are troubled. You know, depression kills a lot. As organizing such social events, they get opportunity to interact with people, and sometimes it takes their minds off their troubles. And so there are two benefits out of it, apart from getting healthy bodies and minds. You also get to experience some social relief, which could take you out of depression. Imagine your girlfriend trying to make you sad. And you walk with your friends and you talk about funny things and crack jokes. You forget. That's right. That's right. So that's what it is.
Okay. But Chief, I mean, over the years, successive government, we hardly see our chief of staffs take interest in sports, but you seem to be an exception. Last week we heard you speak about the need to develop sports from the grassroots level under the Presidential Special Initiative. We've seen you speak about infrastructure. Why are you one that is sports inclined, or why the interest in sports? Because we have not had this from any chief of staff.
Well, the truth is that, I mean, question is what is the work or the role of the chief of staff? I mean, chief of staff basically are supposed to coordinate governmental activities and to run the office of the president. Now, in addition to that, you also must realize that Ghana has so much sports potential. When we were kids, we used to have names like DK Poison, Azuma Nelson, Ikote, several of them. And then even when you speak of athletics, we've had people that have gone all the way. That's right. And in recent times, during a champion's time, you know, you remember the exploits of the Mohamed Polos and all that, the Black Star and all that. And so these days we get so used to social media and the phones and all that, so people don't spend time actually engaging in sports activities. And so the objective is to create the awareness. You know, the mantra that President Obama campaigned on reset. So we try to reset Ghana, every aspect of it. And I think that we lose nothing by reminding people that, look, it's about time we take sports seriously so that we will unearth the DK poisons, the Zuma nurses who are probably hidden. We need just want to unearth a hidden talent. So this constituency sports thing that we're going to introduce, you will like it. So we're going to play the tournament from constituency level all the way to national level. And I believe at the end of it all, new talent will emerge and the whole country will be proud of ourselves.
Okay. Chief, the final one, again, on the Presidential Special initiative and then these constituency sports you spoke about. There's one gentleman I saw here today who introduced sporting infrastructure at the grassroots level, the one constituency, one AstroTurf project. But in recent times when we're on air, we get some feedback from the communities that most of these projects have stalled. I'm sure the youth would want to hear something whether we're going to continue with this initiative. There are some that have even suggested that the previous government only focused on the AstroTurf, but we could have an expanded version of it where there are multi-purpose courts, tracks and all of that. Are we going to continue in that regard?
Well, not necessarily with the sports infrastructure alone.
Okay.
If you listen to President Mahama carefully during the campaigning, we ask ourselves, every project that has been stalled involves